directly into all of your ears.
Okay.
Instead, just talk.
All right, I'm ready to roll. This is the first run. This is grow home any percent. We gotta get the show on the road. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're just gonna grow some plants and get back up to our ship. That's the game.
Yeah, you gotta go home to mom. That was mom. You saw her for a fraction of a second, and then you just jumped straight out and to the ground, and you didn't die for some reason. There's no reason why you shouldn't have died from that. But hopefully we won't prove that again.
So you typically want to grab a bunch of crystals to get like upgrades, which is something I've never done because I've only really speedrun the game. But the one I grabbed there at the very beginning is the only one that I'm gonna get.
Yeah, there's 100 crystals, and at certain breakpoints you get upgrades, including a jetpack. But the first one gives you, just the one gives you the ability to jump, because Bud can't jump before that, and jumping's very important.
And when I was running there on the flat ground, I was getting some nice momentum, but that's about it in terms of seeing me go fast. In that way, at least. Grab it. There we go.
Yeah, jumping along a flat surface is probably the fastest you can go in this game.
You got the leaf on the wrong side.
Still got a leaf, which is
I forget that you
not the
can,
best, but not the worst.
You can get not a leaf. I'm gonna grab this flower because it is critical for the run.
Yeah, very very important to get a flower. Everyone knows if you're holding a flower, you can't fall to your death.
I didn't get much air at all there.
It's fine. We have this backup leaf. Here's a leaf that I've prepared earlier. Sometimes you jump off a leaf even if you didn't think you were on the leaf in the first place, and that's fine.
So ideally I would grow, and then when I feel confident that it's going to hit the rock, I'm going to let go, but I'm not confident, so I'm going to let go kind of late.
Yeah. It's there's no like hard line where you can tell like you can definitely let go and it'll get there, so you really have to just do it a lot until you get a feel for when you can do it, because if you let it go too early, they really like to just spiral around on themselves, so if you let go too early they just won't go there.
Climbing's kind of wonky here, or at least I'm wonky climbing here.
Yeah, all the climbing and movement in this game is built off of basically an inverse kinematic thing, where you hold a direction and Bud's center of gravity kind of leans that way, and his feet just go to make him not fall down. And the same thing with his arms. You have two buttons that control grabbing, and so you're just alternating between those to climb around on things. And he just reaches in whatever direction you're walking.
Then when I stream this on Discord, I just, when the pressure's on, I don't know, there's some inspirational phrase, I don't know. Yeah, clutch.
And hopefully this one won't go all wonky here at the top. Sometimes they do. Yours looks like it's actually behaving. That's about as well as I've ever had that one behave. Sometimes you'll get close to the top and it'll just like really freak out on you.
It was gonna be a world record, and then I hit the
Then you get the cutscene.
I got the cutscene. You can skip both of the cutscenes, right? If you're in the right position.
Yeah, you can. It's not. I don't know exactly where the edges of the like cutscene trigger are, but I definitely have gotten through. So when you show up to one of the new big islands, you usually get a cutscene that like takes you all around, and Mom talks to you about all the stuff that's there. This one, she tells you about all the mushrooms that are there. The next one's got a bunch of trees and stuff.
Okay, yeah. It's really easy because like I'm like, okay, I grab this and I go left. That's kind of in my brain what to do. But like once you fall off the stem and you like reorient yourself, it's like, okay, well now which which way is left, and it's
Yeah.
very easy to goof up your brain and be like, well, now I've forgotten which way to go. And sometimes the branches don't cooperate, and they'll, like, if you see me do a loop, like a little roller coaster loop, that is 100% frightening and unintentional, but it can absolutely still happen.
Yeah, the plants are absolutely trying to go with a mind of their own, and it varies between being very easy to just get them to go straight and feeling like one of the hardest things you've ever done just to get the thing to not turn around and run into itself. Uh,
Big jump. I'm gonna grab this one right here and not die. Okay, I was pretty careful there because I was afraid I was gonna not be able to slow myself down enough. So if you see the branch like twisting left and right as I'm trying to go straight, that's I'm having to like readjust because it wants to like wiggle a little bit while you're on it.
yeah, the one thing that they never want to do is go in a straight line. Sometimes they only want to turn a little bit, sometimes they want to turn a lot, but they always want to turn.
Yo, I'm getting really good. So it's random where these sprouts like spawn, whether it's like on what side of the branch. Like this one could have been underneath instead of sticking up, and I've gotten some pretty good luck right now in terms of where I've been able to like locate them and grab them, because jumping underneath that is frightening. Because
Yeah,
you can just ruin the
trying
run.
to get the ones underneath are harder because you have to not
Miss it.
fall to your death.
Like this one right
Which
here.
we'll see here, yeah.
Like this is scary. Okay.
If you fall completely and miss like the whole plant, that's basically your run. There's not really any way to like.
Okay. That was frightening. Because you can also just like ram into another stalk, and then you've got to go find another one. That may have messed up my ability to reach this in one grow. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Maybe this one's a little. Yeah, this one's always a little bit tight.
I'll take that over ramming immediately into the stall. Okay. No. Oh. Okay. Okay. We're good. Oh, that was scary. This game is chill and fun casually. I mean, it's fun as a speedrun, but it can become a horror game very quickly if you miss a branch.
Very
and it's
chill
like
casually, but it is by far one of the most intense times I've had playing a video game when I'm trying to speedrun.
I've done lots of speedruns, including horror games, and this one is the scariest.
And you've done like multi-hour speedruns where you could be losing a ton of time by, basically doing something that'll kill the run. This one's like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So even if you mess it up, it's not that bad.
I mean, it's weird because I've lost runs in Eternal Sonata that are like 3 hours deep, and it doesn't like scar me the way that just missing a bud in Grow Home it just frightens me. Okay, you definitely don't want to hit jump when you're on one of these leaves.
Yeah, it will launch you very far up in the air.
And I guess you can cancel it with the umbrella with the flower.
Yeah, the flowers, in addition to slowing you down, will tend to cancel all of your momentum. So even if you're going up and you use the flower, you'll stop going up so fast. And if you watch more of the speed runs, you'll sometimes see people, even when they're stopped, they'll like flicker the flower on and off real quick, because it will. Sometimes you can get stuck where like Bud doesn't want to move, and you're trying to get over a whole bunch of inertia to get him moving, and it can sometimes cancel that too. So you can start moving faster because you brought it out for a split second.
So yeah, in terms of these rocks, you connect to 4 to begin with, and then 6, and then once you've done the 4 and the 6, you've got these 8, and then that's the end in terms of that. Like you can, after the 8th one, you can get up to the ship.
Yeah, every time you connect one of these sprouts to the energy rocks, that main stalk that you see growing now grows up further and further, and the goal is to get it all the way up to the ship in space, where, spoilers, it'll bloom into a big star flower.
Right, so far, other than almost missing that one time, this has been a pretty smooth run.
Yeah, it's been going nice and easy for the most part. It's gonna be a solid run.
Wow, PS Boilers. And I still have a full flower, which is wild. That tells me that it's been going well, that I have a full flower. That means I've not goofed much at all. I'm scared of this. Okay. Even though I was like right above it. I was just like, nope, if I miss this, we are very doomed. Yo, hello everyone. I'm seeing a bunch of folks that have just gotten here. Y'all have to look at the VOD for the race if you missed the race between Remy and Zia. I like the way Bud's body like contorts when I turn around.
Yeah, he folds in on himself because his joints are just kind of.
Well,
as you can see, he doesn't really have the joints. It's just kind of all the sticks of his limbs kind of laid next to each other.
Wait, oh, it's up here, way up here. Okay.
And to the left, yeah.
I knew it was to the left, but I was like, wow, how high am I? How high do I have to be?
You gotta be
to see
real
this.
high.
Yeah, you go way up and then down a little bit.
Yeah,
That's right. Another good luck one here.
Definitely. There's not, like, this is a completely open world game. You can, like, there's not really any direction that you have to go beyond, like, you have to do the zones, like the 4 of them on the island down at the bottom, the 6 of them at the island in the middle, and then the 8 of them. Like, you can't skip over from 1 right up to 6. I've tried that, and the rocks just aren't on. I didn't know you could. You're a geologist. Can you tell me how to turn a rock off?
It depends on the environment of deposition, and I don't know a lot about video game rocks.
This has been Rock Facts with Jake.
We are also the members of the rock family. We're metamorphic, igneous, and sedimentary.
Is that song in the queue?
No.
That one should be in there.
I'm agate, I'm granite, I'm sandstone, I'm soapstone. We're flint, gneiss, and gypsum, and quartzite.
It's in the queue now.
I'm limestone, I'm pumice, and I am mica schist. We're porphyry, obsidian, and marble. Anyway, I don't remember the rest of the song.
Video game rocks, to the chat. Video game rocks are not powered on and off by real electricity. These rocks are chock-a-block full of plant energy that the plant uses to get big.
I'm getting such good like sprout placements.
Yes, Koi, you have a question.
This is scary. Okay, okay. Yes, Koi.
It is scary when Koi has a question. You're right.
TwanM4n, I have a question. Okay, I'm worried. Okay, let's recover.
One hand at a time.
Oh, my hands are sweaty. Oh, wait, did I miss it? I'm just gonna go.
Plant structures qualify as bridges.
Okay, I'm just going.
I am a bridge expert. You could definitely say that because Bud walks along them to get from one side to the other, they cross over an obstacle that they could qualify as bridges.
That's gonna cost me a lot of time, but I'm fine with that because I could have cost myself way more time. I don't know if I adequately expressed how stressful what just happened was. It was extremely stressful.
My hands are sweaty, and all I have to do is answer Koi's questions.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take it very conservatively from here on out because I'm shook right now after what just happened, and this is all of these are scary now. Look all the way down there. I made this level. Okay. Oof, all right, we're back on track. Okay, this part's kind of annoying because you have to like climb all the way back up. Like normally you don't have to like go so steeply upwards to get back to like a sprout, but on this one it's kind of hard to avoid that because you're going down at such an angle.
Yeah, it's definitely faster to be able to run along a straight one or run and jump back down. Having to go up is slow because climbing is slow. Gravity hates speedrun.
Okay, I was very paranoid about that right there because I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to grab with the other hand. Well, yeah, and it was because I was right underneath the branch. Like there was clearly nothing underneath me, and you're using the I don't think we've mentioned this yet. The grabbing, like mechanic here, is controlled using the triggers if you're using an Xbox controller like I am, and so it's like right trigger for right hand, left trigger for left hand. So I was just holding for dear life with the left trigger because I was like, well, I know I've got my left hand on it, and I'm not letting go with the left hand. But I want the right hand to grab something before I let go with the left hand.
The grabbing and climbing is not entirely unlike Mount Your Friends, if anyone's familiar with that. Where you're using the analog sticks to point your limbs, and then you have to press a bunch of other buttons to keep like grabbing and releasing and doing all of that.
Also, turning the camera around right there is kind of scary because it feels like you're gonna like just not go.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk like off because for a minute when you're turning the camera, you're not walking. Like walking straight would be walking like not straight. I'm growing up, but I don't know. Probably there. I don't know I've ever gone up in this orientation before.
Yeah, you're going to the right one.
Yeah, this is definitely Unity. So 2 more.
Yeah, there's a Unity splash way at the beginning.
Okay, this is frightening. Okay. Now I don't have a lot of. Oh. Okay. Woof. Okay. Everything's okay. We're gonna make it.
You're doing fine.
Well, that's the scary thing. Is the closer you get to the end, even though the end part isn't really that hard, it's just like it definitely gets more nerve-wracking as you get closer to the end. Of course, this one isn't gonna reach.
Yeah, this one is possible to reach with just 2 sprouts, but it is difficult. I can't consistently get it in 2. I prefer to get it in 2 because it's faster.
Yeah.
But very often I will end up with this like very close and then not quite there. Let me get
Look at the body. Okay. One more, and then we got to go up, and then we're done. This won't be a PB, pretty certain, but we'll come in at a decent time. We'll be able to. Oh, okay. We'll be able to set up pretty easily for the next run. Oh, also when you have less flour, it doesn't stop you as quickly.
Yeah.
That's another important point to make. So
everything gets more stressful and dangerous at the end of it. So now we're going back towards the main stock. There's one last like energy rock asteroid, but it's on the far side. So we gotta navigate.
Oh, I'm just gonna grab this one.
Big floating asteroid field.
I'm not gonna use flour here. I'm just gonna jump and ram my head against the base of it, apparently. So this
classic bonk.
So this is kind of scary because like the branch wants to like ram into the nearest thing. You like as I'm passing through these rocks, the little stalk wants to like magnet to the nearest thing. So like, I'm saying this really poorly. It's really hard to go in between these rocks to get to the one I want to get to because it keeps wanting to like turn to the left.
If it hits anything, it'll stop. So you kind of have to weave your way around.
Thank you for hanging out. Sorry. I'm trying to like commentate, but also read and be like, you're going. That's
Then here's the other stressful thing, which is your next sprout is going to be like tucked in all these asteroids, so you have to not hit anything with it on the way out.
I'm just gonna do this because I want this one. Don't you dare miss it here. Don't you dare. We are so close. No, I knew it was gonna happen. Okay, we're gonna get this one then. And we're gonna hope that we don't hit a rock. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Oh, alright.
Incredibly stressful.
And, like, it's simple, too. Like, the stuff that I'm messing up and missing the grabs on, I'm just, like, way overthinking it. And I'm just like, okay, just let go and then press this button and then... Nope.
Yeah. You do get more comfortable with it, but it takes playing it a lot of times to get more comfortable with it. So, as you can see up there, the flower has bloomed, and it's right up next to Mom. And once we get up there in a second, you'll see that there's all of these seeds. You just have to grab one of those and give it to Mom, because Mom wants something nice. Mom can have a little seed as a treat.
Oh, I hate getting good. Okay, here we go. This one's the easy one, maybe.
This is quite possibly the hardest part of the...
Grabbing the seed is a lot harder than I just made it look, that's for sure.
Yeah, you made that look like it was nothing. That just getting the seed can kill a world record run or a PB run.
That was far and away the best thing I did, was grab that seed, like, seamlessly. Seedlessly. Not seedlessly. No! 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 Don't you dare shoot that seed out. Okay, go. That was scary.
Yeah.
Like if the flap comes down and hits the seed, it can shoot it right out the door. Then you gotta go grab another one.
So that's gonna start analyzing a sound cue.
Going. That's it.
Time is right here when this
when the switch gets flipped.
22:33.
All right. And then the music gets really loud for some reason after this.
Yeah. Then once it goes to cutscene, it just ignores all of your volume sliders in game.
And now you can't hear Nick. Alright, I goofed a couple times, but for the most part that was a pretty good marathon run. Just one solid no reset run. Can I skip? Oh, you can't even skip, can you?
No, I think once you're in this, I don't think you can skip.
You're just stuck with it.
Yeah, now you gotta watch all these. I mean, it's worth seeing these people. They keep doing typos in their names.
But yeah, this has been, the credits are really loud, I apologize. So yeah, this was Grow Home. If you want to see a faster one, look up on YouTube or on Twitch, the Remython VODs, and you'll see Nick's run of, I don't know what your time was, I just assumed it was faster.
Yeah, I think it was faster than this. I don't remember exactly.
You can also find it on speedrun.com, the actual world record. So, but yeah. So I think my PB's like a 19, a high 19, and Nick's got the world record with a 15, 14, 13?
33.
33. He said 33. Oh, hello, Rock.
You'd think of all people I would know what the number was.
Sorry, I promise it'll get quiet again. Okay. And now, before I quit, because we gotta get rolling and get Nick's run going, but we should be fine. No, let go. I just want to do this. You can see everything I built. I'm just gonna fall out, and you can see like all the stuff I've built in the last 22:33. Yeah, Rock, if you want to see a UC run on is it Sunday? Sunday's the run. Oscar is gonna do a mirror mode, any % no airwalk. So.
Yep, that's Sunday at I don't know, 1:38 my time, Jake's time.
1:38 p.m.
Eastern time.
So yeah, I just like falling out every time I finish the run and just seeing all the stuff that I did in the last 20 minutes. And then you hit, and you explode, and
then you end.
that's grow home. So I'm gonna go ahead and